What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel where I'm taking everyday trading topics, I'm dissecting them up, I'm making them a little bit easier for you to understand, and yeah, hopefully just overall improving your trading journey. Now, you guys know I appreciate the support, so thank you all for being here. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel right now, so every single little bit of support really does help. I'm trying to make sure that everything's nice and well-rounded for you guys, some beginner level stuff, some intermediate stuff, some advanced stuff, some psychological stuff, some chart-based stuff, everything. I'm trying to cover all bases. So again, thank you so much for being here. So today is going to be one more for the beginners, I would say. I'm going to be touching base on a very well-known beginner level strategy, and I'm going to be basically helping you refine it for the best results. Now, as beginners, you are naturally going to be drawn to things like easy strategies, indicators. Why? Because they're the easiest. They're easy to understand. It kind of feels like a bit of a done for you kind of service. And even though a lot of them are good, I'm not trying to trample on strategies or indicators. I use all of them, but there is a way to further refine them for the best results. As traders, particularly beginners, it's up to you to really be kind of figuring out your entry criteria, your trading plan, the do's and the don'ts, because these are like your habits. You know, if you start off with bad habits, you're gonna kind of continue them all the way through. So it's better to start off on the right foot and get things right straight off the bat. And like I said, beginners are going to be drawn to these strategies because they're easy, but at the same time, it's not going to teach you the discipline and the patience that's needed to really go far in the trading game. A lot of the time you'll see these strategies, you'll see a small snippet of it, you'll see that it looks really successful, you'll go balls deep on some of these strategies and you'll realize they're not as successful, they're not as accurate as they're kind of made out to be. And but yeah, that's not to say that indicators or strategies are bad, but they need extra confluence, they need extra tweaking, extra refinement, and that's basically what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to be touching base on something, a beginner level strategy called the moving average crossover strategy. And like I said, it's a super simple one, and it actually has a half decent success rate rather. So even on its own, it's okay. But the problem is, you know, if you do jump in and you're placing like 50 trades a day, chances are you're probably going to end up breaking even on some of these if you're just using the strategy on its own, or if you're using shit risk management, you're probably going to lose some money as well. So I'm going to be here today just to help you learn a little bit of patience, a little bit of discipline, and yeah, hopefully get the best entries and you can carry this kind of thing forward in your trading journey as well. So you can see on my screen right now, we have the chart, we have my blue line and my yellow line. The blue line is my EMA, my exponential moving average. I'm going to explain all about these in just a minute. The yellow line is the simple moving average, the SMA right here. I'm trading gold dollar and I'm on the 1 minute chart. I like to trade gold on the 1 minute. I like to scalp a lot of the time. I like to enter very short trades on high volatility pairings because that's just kind of trader I am. If you're not, it doesn't matter. This strategy will also work on other pairings as well, pretty much all of them. It's not going to have too much variation on it. So let's talk about strategy. As a beginner, you're going to get involved with all kinds of different strategies. A very well-known one as well is just trading with the trend, right? It's a very good one. It's simple, it's easy, and that's basically where if it's in an uptrend, you're trading up. If it's in a downtrend, you're trading down. Now, moving averages, that's their job. It's their job to kind of smooth out the price action and show you which way we're trending. You can set it over any period of time you want. The higher period of time, it's going to be a smoother line. The lower period of time, it's going to stick to the candles a little bit closer. And I'll give you an example of trading with the trend. You can see the blue line, our EMA, is showing us that we're in an uptrend, and we use this almost as like support or resistance depending on which way we're trading. So you can see we're in the uptrend and we use it when it taps our support line or our EMA, and that is our entry signal. Once we've hit that, it rebounds off, we place a buy trade, we're going bullish, and yeah, we would have got a nice trade out of that. Same thing again right there, we've touched the EMA, the support, and we place a buy trade and it travels up here. Conversely, we're in a downtrend here. Touch on the EMA, down, touch on the EMA, down, touch on the EMA, place a trade down. So if I'd have just shown you this little snippet in time, you'd be really excused for believing that it was just the perfect strategy that never failed. Of course, it's not that simple. It's not always that easy. If you went balls deep on this and just kind of chucked your whole account on, next time you saw one of these crossovers, not crossovers, once you saw the EMA being touched by the candles in a downtrend or an uptrend, you could end up losing your whole account if it doesn't go the way you want. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's not what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the crossover strategy, probably the second most used for beginners strategy that's out there. And that's basically these two lines right here when we see a crossover. So let's just jump into each one. I'll just show you my settings really quick. So on the EMA, I've got, and you can get this in your indicators tab up here. It's for free on TradingView. We've got it sent, the length I've got set to 30, we've got source close, and I've got it on the SMA right here. Take a quick screenshot of all of this if you want to use it on your own chart. And the SMA, these are my settings right here. We've got the length set to a 9, blah, blah, blah. Take a quick screenshot so you can set all this up on your own. Don't worry about this. This is only really relevant if you are, this one here, the BB standard deviation. This is only really relevant if you are using Bollinger Bands, which you're not, so don't worry. Now this strategy is super simple. You're basically just waiting for the SMA to cross over the EMA in one direction or the other. And that's not the only thing you've got to look for. You want to make sure that the candles are clearing both EMAs. So I'll show you an example right here. We've had a crossover of the EMA by the SMA in a bullish motion. It's crossing up over it. That indicates a bullish trend. And we also want to see these candles finishing above both EMAs. So this is a good signal right here. We've had the crossover. All the candles are above. It's a buy signal. So we would have had all of this. Same for this right here. We've had a cross down. This is kind of matched in between, which isn't what we want to look for. We want to make sure that it's clearly above or below. But the candle did finish below, so in my books, it's still a good criteria for entry. And we would have had all of this right here. Same one for this one right here. We've had the crossover downwards. We've had the candles clearing both EMAs. That is a buy sell signal, so we would have taken this trade right here. But then you also have times like this where you have all the candles mashed in between the EMAs, and yeah, it's just not a good signal, so we wouldn't have taken that. But let me show you a dud on this chart. Okay, so we've got one right here. We've had the crossover down over the EMA from the SMA. All the candles are clearing, but look, I mean, we would have got, where do we cross over? We crossed over at this candle right here. So you would have got a good 20 pips out of that. But to be totally honest with you, it's not really what we want to look for. Same thing right here. We've had the crossover and then all the candles have cleared, but look, we've got absolutely nothing out of it. So I'm basically trying to explain to you guys that even though these strategies look perfect, they're actually probably only going to give you like a very average success rate, and it's about further defining it. So I'm going to explain to you now how I make sure that I get the best possible entries. Now, unlike what you're seeing right here, it's not going to give you an entry every 5 minutes. It's actually going to give you maybe like 3, 4, 5 good entries every single day. But you got to remember, it's about the quality. It's about the quality, not the quantity, as always. Like if you're sticking to a good trading plan, if you're super disciplined, you know that sticking to it's going to give you an ultra high success rate. One of them trades a day is much better than, you know, like 50 trades a day where you're basically just rolling the dice. So what I use is actually my own tailored JETS indicator. By the way, guys, if you want this indicator, you can grab it free inside my free group. All you got to do is check the description, click the link, message support. It's a free group. The indicator is free as well. And it's a highly, highly successful one. So this is my indicator right here. Now, this is one of them done for you indicators, but as always, it's not perfect. You still want to make sure that it's getting further refined. So what we can do right here is we can take our settings for my JETS indicator. The standard indicator is just with our chandelier exit, and that gives you multiple trades. You want to select the EMA filter and you want to have it set to a 200 right here. Once we click that, it's going to give us a lot fewer entries, but it's going to make sure that they're very clearly defined and very refined for the best possible results. So what I'm talking about is adding confluences. Confluence is basically an added affirmation. It's an added thumbs up that this trade is going to be a good one. The more confluences you have, the better chances you have of being successful in your trade. Now, a confluence can be an indicator, it can be some kind of technical analysis, a chart pattern, candlestick pattern, whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as it's saying the same thing as all the other confluences, it's basically adding reinforcement to your trade that it's going to be a pretty good trade to go through. So you don't want to go crazy with confluences. It's going to take too long. I aim for like 2, 3, 4, something like that. And if they're saying the same thing and I know that they have a high probability of success because I've back tested it, you're good to go. So these are the ones that I use here. So you can see it gives you a very easy short signal. So you know that you're going short, not long. So let's add that to our what we already know. So we've had the cross down, we've had the clean cross over the EMA, we've had the candles clearing both EMAs, then we get the short signal and we go. So we get that. So we're going to ignore all these other ones because they're rolls of the dice, guys. You know, it might be good, it might be bad, you might end up blowing your account, you might end up breaking even, who knows. Again, right here, we've had our cross up over the EMA. All the candles are clearing both EMAs. We get our long signal. This is where we take the trade. Again, and you can see, guys, we're not getting multiple entries. We're not getting like an entry every 5 minutes. This is going to give you some good signals throughout the day, but it's not going to kind of have you clicking away entering trades every 5 minutes. Again, we've had the clean cross down over the EMA. All the candles are clearing. We get the short signal right here. We've had a cross up over the EMA. You can see all the candles are clearing. We have our long signal, and we would have taken it up to there. This one here, all the candles are mixed in, so wouldn't have taken that. Remember, we wanted to clear both ways. Again, with this one right here, we've had a cross up over the EMA. All the candles are clearing. We get the long signal. It's good to go. This one right here, clear down over the EMA. We get our short signal. It's a good trade. It's good to go. This one right here, wouldn't have taken it because it's all mixed in. See if we can get one more out of it. Okay, I've got the settings. Actually, the settings are only supporting X amount of trades for me to actually back test and go back through. But you can see all the entries that I've just showed there, they're wins. So this is our job as traders. We take things that are common knowledge, indicators, different strategies, different types of technical analysis. We see where it doesn't work and we try and figure out why it doesn't work. And then we think, okay, what can I add to that to make it more defined, more refined, and a lot clearer? And that's basically it, guys. You take something that's already working half decent and you find little building blocks that you can put on to make sure that it's extra effective. So you can see right there, just from adding my Jets indicator to that strategy right there, it's given me 100% win rate for the entire day. And it's really as simple as that, guys. I don't want to oversimplify things for you. I don't want to make you think that trading is like super easy. I don't want to be one of these guys that's like, yes, this is like the secret sauce. It is going to have a couple of misfires, but you can see just from this short space of time, by adding a few different things to a very simple, well-known strategy, it's able to give you 100% success rate for the last 12 hours that I've been showing you on the charts. So it really is, that's it, guys. You know, if you're interested in learning a little bit more, you can also join my free group. If you want to check the description below, you'll find the link. Inside that group, there is a free trade idea every single day. There's a beginner's course. There is a live stream by me every single week with different trainings, different indicators, sometimes live trades as well. And yeah, it's just a great place for you to learn, grow, connect, share with other like-minded traders such as yourself. It is completely free. There is no strings attached. You can click the link, you can join. And yeah, I promise you it is well worth it. If you enjoyed this video, click the like, drop a comment, share it with a friend, whatever you want to do, go for it. And if you do comment, let me know. Have you tried this before? Have you got something that could improve it even further? Are there other confluences that you would add to this to further refine the results? Please let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.